Ooh, hang on.
But I will miss him.
Oh, interesting. Hey, we have someone came in here to rescue Bog. Lewis says, Charlie said black women didn't have the brain power to hold prominent positions in employment, but was ignorant to the 3 black women at NASA that calculated the trajectory for Moon. Lewis, this is an example of something where someone says something. And what's amazing, Lewis, you gullible little idiot, you. What's interesting is everyone will hear that and just pass it along as fact. And almost no one in your little camp will bother to look it up, to look up what he actually said. I just did because Ilhan Omar was just at some sort of town hall, and she was asked, hey, how are you still trash talking Charlie? And the guy just died and so on. And Ilhan Omar's response was, we're not going to remember this guy as a good guy because he was bad, and here's why. That was the most important thing. That was the most important example she gave. And I was sitting there thinking, wait a minute, I've seen a clip of him saying that race is a social construct, and he doesn't believe that race is again, you can have real features of people, but how we lump people together and say this group is this, that's us. That's us making decisions about how we're going to lump people together. You could take different characteristics of people and lump people together based on different features. You could lump people and you could say everyone who's over 5'10", you're in this group. Everyone under 5'10", you're in this group. Everyone who has an IQ over 100, you're in this group. Everyone who has an IQ under 100, you're in this group. You could lump people together based on anything. So again, they're real features, but how we group people together, that is a social construct. So I was wondering, it wouldn't make sense that he was saying this. So I actually went and looked up the clip, Lewis, and this is why you're getting banned unless you apologize for passing on completely false information. I went and looked it up. He was talking about, and by the way, he said the opposite of what you're saying. You gullible little dirtbag here. He said the opposite of what you're saying. He was talking about affirmative action because I went and found it. I already downloaded it. It's on Rumble. He was talking about affirmative action. And when affirmative action apparently got outlawed or something like that at places, schools, things like that, and you had 4 women, one's a congresswoman, one I think was a judge and so on. Anyway, they came forward and they said that they only were able to get into school because of affirmative action. And he said, what you're telling me is you're idiots. That you couldn't get in based on your merits. You had to get in based on affirmative action. He's making fun of them, saying, this is why the stuff you say sounds so dumb. You didn't earn your spot. You were chosen because of something else other than your merits. And this is when he gave his famous airplane pilot example, which people also completely distort what he was saying. He said, if you choose your pilots based on who's the most qualified, he said, I don't care what race they are. It's not, their race is not going to bother me. He said, if you start choosing your pilots based on race, then I'm going to see whatever race you're picking people from. And I'm going to be suspicious if I see that person in the cockpit. Why? Because he wasn't picked based on merits. He was picked based on race. And he said, I'm going to think, well, is this person the most qualified for the job? And so he was criticizing affirmative action and picking people based on something other than who earned the spot. And at the end of all of that, he said, I don't care what race you are. I care whether you've earned your spot at whatever you're doing. Now, would a racist say, I don't care what race you are? No, because for a racist, what race you are is extremely important. For lots of them, it's the most important thing in the universe. Charlie's saying, I don't care. I just care whether you earned your spot. Now, here's the thing. If you wanted to say Charlie's wrong about affirmative action is good, and therefore he's wrong to have a negative view of affirmative action. Say that, but that's not what you say. You say, Charlie said black women didn't have the brain power to hold prominent positions in employment. Not what he said. He said, if you were chosen for a position based on affirmative action, if you were chosen for this because of the color of your skin and not because of something else, not because you are the most qualified or you've earned it, I don't trust you at whatever you're doing. That's what he said. So, why'd you pass that on, Lewis? It took me all of 5 minutes to find the live stream he said it in and look up exactly what he said, and it was not what you guys are saying. So why'd you pass that on? Going to give you one opportunity to apologize. Other than that, you're gone, because if you are a person who doesn't care if you just passed on massively deceptive and misleading information about a guy who was just assassinated. Why was he assassinated? Because of people like you passing on complete nonsense about him. That's why. I guarantee you, if we were to sit down with Tyler Robinson, the guy who shot him, if we were to sit down with Tyler Robinson and say, Tyler, why'd you have to do it? I guarantee it's going to be stuff. He said black women didn't have brain power to hold prominent positions. He said it. Not what he said. But it's going to be people like you who spread all this nonsense that actually got him killed. So I'm giving you an opportunity to be a man and to apologize. And if you don't, I just have to regard you as an evil, lying scumbag who just doesn't care, and you're deliberately doing it. If you can be corrected on it and you don't care, and you just keep passing it on, then you're... He didn't apologize. Instead, he's saying, wait till Charlie sees Jesus and he'll see. All right, so you're gone, buddy. Let me find you there. Hey, where'd Lewis go? Did someone else take him out? Hey, where's next Zucker Nike? Hey, next Zucker Nike, find Lewis. I lost him. I don't know if someone else took him off. All right, let's go ahead and check this out. So, guys, we've had multiple liars here already. It's pretty simple. Guys, here's what's interesting. Charlie has limitless, endless videos. Tons and tons and tons and tons of videos. If you wanted to criticize him for something, it should be very easy to pull up the clip and say, here's what he said. Here's why it's evil. Every single time so far, every single time someone has said, here's what he said, it's the most evil thing ever, and I look it up, it's not what he said. Why is that? If you can only condemn a person as horrible and evil if you lie about what the person said, what's that? That kind of tells you about. It kind of tells you about you, not about the person, right? Anyway, wild stuff.